Here are some of the millennial supporters of Senator Bongbong Marcos. And now, I'm gonna read to you an open letter from a millennial to Senator Bongbong Marcos. Millennials who have been deceived by the yellow mantra that the Aquinos are good and the Marcoses are evil. Read this letter from a millennial like you. An open letter to VP Bongbong Marcos. From a millennial, June Vincent Cinco Gaudan. Dear Vice President Marcos, your family is evil. Your family is cruel to political critics. Your father was a world-class thief who stole people's money. You are just like your father. These are some of the negative things we hear from other people who want to see you fail. Just like a newly acquired computer, our young minds are downloaded with viruses. Inaccurate information are spoon-fed to us through our textbooks and various media platforms. We are wired to hate you, abhor you, loathe you, and disdain you. The conditioning is very serious that when we research more about you in Google, the words thief and abuse of human rights pops up. But what we don't know is that majority of us are not fools. We seek the truth. We are not blind followers of the norms. So what is the truth? Veritas vos liberabit. The truth is that history has been altered to fit one side of the story. History is at its best when all sides are taken into equal consideration. Your father's administration had its ups and downs, just like many great men in history. Your father was just a man. He was not divine, thus, he was capable of making so much good and mistakes equally. Although we were not yet born during the martial law years, it does not diminish the fact that we are also Filipinos. Generations before us may have witnessed it personally, and we have respect their mixed opinions about it. But we also possess the right to profess our observations about this period. Others describe it as the golden years, but I describe it as the defining years of the Philippines. It was then that our country was given a choice to develop or regress. Your father was a visionary and chose to develop the country from ground up. It was basically the industrial and agricultural revolution like no other. His leadership placed the Philippines on top of Southeast Asia and the international community. From roads, mega structures, bridges, and mega plants, your father made them all. But like all developments, he also faced socio-political and economic setbacks. For many of us, this is very important to recognize because by acknowledging it, people will begin to see the real picture. If we fail to highlight it, we will be judged as blind followers. Yes, many died, but not because of lawlessness, but because of the mere fact that many broke the law and resisted arrest. Communism was at its peak in the country during those years. Many campus leaders were brainwashed and resorted to violence and thought that what they did was right. The arrests and killings are sensationalized by paid media to advance their agenda. We see the obvious reality that this is even happening now. Your father operated within the law because he was a top-notch lawyer and he believed that his actions should be not in contrary to it. His genius was unparalleled and his charisma made many politicians jealous. He was a victim of crab mentality and contempt by oligarchs who can't accept the truth that his leadership was working for the benefit of the many. The rich and few wanted the Filipinos not to succeed for them to continue their devious schemes. VP Bongbong, here is an unsolicited advice from a millennial so that you will be successful in redeeming this country from poverty and hunger. Number 1, support the agenda of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Use your brilliance to expand his policies and lend him your help. He needs intelligent minds today, whose only intent is development. Number 2, do not focus on the past. Focus on spreading your concrete plans and visions for this country moving forward. The strength of your opponent is bringing up revised past. Don't give them the liberty to take advantage of that. National healing comes from acknowledging the mistakes of the past because no man is perfect. And in the process, we get to appreciate the bigger successes that we once achieved. The millennials do care about the past, but we care for our future even more. Take us through your plans and visions. Include us and we will gladly participate. Number 3, above all, please make your lines open for us. Here are thoughts, feelings, and suggestions. We want to help you achieve our common goal in making this country great again. The truth is that we want you to succeed and overcome the fight you are fighting for all of us. Do not waver. Do not get tired and fight the good fight. Continue and expand the good plans, visions, and policies of your father and President Duterte. We want to unite the Filipino people and create a renewed atmosphere of cooperation and genuine passion for nation building. We are ready. Lead us. Sincerely, June. Thank you so much, June, for your letter, and I'm happy to share it to everybody, especially to the millennials.